we see? A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So UCF's offense will go to work first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Nixon to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the back. He might want another play. They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Brown will throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Snagged in the middle. It's Connors. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Broussard. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the option. Quick toss. Gets it past the marker. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't...
Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Knights will hustle to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He'll toss it. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
The Knights come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Knights are in a mess here on third and a mile. Brown wants to pass. The short hands, it's Thomas. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. The Cougars with the 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield, and even that spin move couldn't create space. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
A little screen to the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for room. It's Nixon. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. The option look. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Quick step and go. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Brown will throw it. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Off play action on first down. Steps away. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Knights decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They booted away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll run the option. Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. This offense has it with really good field position. On the run, it's Sanford. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Broussard. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Finds the tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. Brown wants to pass. They'll run the screen. Thrust that arm out. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for a gap. It's Montgomery. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Knights headed quickly to the line. Gets the back moving. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's not afraid to go deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Orlando. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports studios at the Bounce House.
The Knights will boot away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Need. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Setting up the screen. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Butler. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good job running top and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll go to the sneak. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McGarry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They'll run it. It's Butler. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Sends it back in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
2nd and goal, the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and 4th or 3rd down and goal situation.
Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Our defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. Job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, what vision. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment.
The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Field goal is good. That'll close the gap to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Ohio was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Athens. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Cougars. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here comes the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Knights will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll go right back to him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
UCF 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Jackson will throw. Trying to set up the screen. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Houston. This defense making a big play and putting it in zone. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it. Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the gun, give on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The big fella's coming out in the goal line defense. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense getting him to the ground for no gain.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Makes the grab. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make the...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Knights send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Houston will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Here we go, here we go.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody.
There he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. The Knights moving quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
The Knights line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The lone back's got it. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll send the back in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Gets it to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Knights are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Wade. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And the kick splits the upright, so at least they salvage that. Time has expired. 3 points on the total. Still coming up well short, and this one is all over. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This